All right, so what a day in the market, man. A lot of back and forth. I'm about to show you kind of like what the account was doing and where I ended up at. This is day 23 of me day trading full time, by the way. Make sure to check this video out that I posted over the weekend if you want to see what I learned in my first month of day trading again. It's just like a lot of my thoughts and other things. I basically shared what I made and kind of talk about my ultimate plan, what I think I will make in the future as I build the account and it gets bigger. Here goes the results for today, how the account was kind of going all over the place. And then make sure to stay until the end of the video, and I'm going to tell you the thing that I'm going to be looking out for the most tomorrow. It's 9:52, 22 minutes in the market. Definitely the market's going against these positions, down down 1,400. I was up 500 at my best. Now we're down 14, so 15. There's weakness on HIMS, Palantir. I think we're going to get a bounce on those. The overall market's tanking, but we will see, and I will keep you guys updated.
A few moments later.
Okay, yeah, that market got really stretched down 2409, 2392. Okay, it was down over 3 grand. So we are getting a really nice bounce in the market. I mean, this thing was stretched. A lot of these names were stretched pretty far, so I got a bunch of stock and option, HIMS, NVIDIA, Palantir, still trying to play TDD. I don't feel bad about these plays. We'll see what happens. Big moves today.
A few moments later.
All right, continuing along. It's got closed a little HIMS calls, some NVIDIA. Now we're only down 17. It's 10:15 a.m. Eastern time, so we're coming back.
A few moments later.
Alright, really starting to turn this around. This thing actually finally went green, about $100 up, $130 up. I was down pretty big, man. That wasn't good. I mean, the market moved a lot, but that's no excuse. I shouldn't have been down as much as I was. But I am green now, which is a good thing. So I did trade myself out of it. So anyway, it's 11:28 a.m. Market's been open for about 2 hours so far, and that's the latest update. At least I am green.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now it's 12:24 p.m. 3 hours. Man, it's been a long day. Trade desk is finally coming back. Nice bounce off of 70. It's almost mid 70s now. Anyway, the account 409. So we're looking good. Should actually be able to make some money today, man. I was actually down intraday more than I've been so far, so I gotta go back and reevaluate a few things. But we climbed out of that hole. We're looking pretty good.
A few moments later.
Let's see how we ended today. More or less flat. Actually, I would technically be up a little bit, even though this shows negative 151. I'll tell you why, though. This is more of a wash day than anything. But basically, it's because these children place calls that I got from March. The $9 calls are only showing 0.57, even though I bought them for 1.08. So it's showing a negative 250, which, if it was showing flat, then I'd be up $100 for the day. But the reason why it's showing that, and this is just something good for you guys to know for options, it's showing no bid. It's showing a 0 bid and an ask of 115. Now, if I were to sell these in the market tomorrow, they go for like $1 or about $1.08, what I paid for them. But it's just reflecting like the mid value, 0 compared to a 115. I mean, even the 10 strikes are showing a 50 cents bid. So obviously the 9s are, going to have a higher bid than that. But that's sometimes you get wonky reflections. I mentioned in one of my videos where even though I was down on the day, it was showing that I was positive because of one of my futures options contracts was showing that I had made money even though I didn't, because it had expired that day. So sometimes you get wonky stuff. So overall, I'll call the day a wash. I mean, technically I'd be up like $100. But yeah, I mean, I was down pretty big at one point. Got it back, was up about 500, went back down. Just the volatility is good. My timing and executions and risk management weren't quite there because I did let these trades get further away than they should have. So luckily, I still ended up pretty much flat, or even with, like I said, a slight gain if you don't count these children's place options. And the thing is, I bought them knowing that they weren't a day trade because every once in a while that stock will just spike up, and it usually will gap up. out of the blue. It's done that numerous times if you look at the daily chart. So, and it's a small investment. I specifically bought those, even though this is a day trading account. Sometimes there's a few plays that I will hold, options again, so it doesn't affect my day trade buying power. Okay, here goes the SPY chart, the S&P 500. This is the daily. You'll see that we basically closed at our low. We had that really bad day on Friday, right? Then we closed on our low. If we go to the hour chart, you'll see that we initially hit that low this morning. We had a pretty decent recovery during the day, and then sold off to close the day, ended at the low. What I would love to see is a gap down. In fact, it would be perfect if we gap down and then tested this 59 level. We also have this gap at 58.50 roughly, 585 that is. So if we hit any of those levels, I'd be looking for an intraday bounce. I'd be looking at, some individual names. Nvidia could be basically bottoming at that point. Other stocks like Netflix, like Meta, I like to play those names. So I'll definitely be looking up opportunities. There's a phenomenon that occurs, though. They call it turnaround Tuesday. So usually if you're down last week, which we had a down week, and then if you have follow through on Monday, which we did today, you will usually get some kind of a bounce on Tuesday. So it would be beautiful if we actually gapped down and then just reversed and even closed the gap. So that's basically what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. Anyway, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I'm posting my daily vlogs and kind of sharing my trades, my account, what went on throughout the day.